It's every pet parent's worst nightmare. One day, you go to pet your beloved pup, only to see them flinch away or leave the room. They refuse to sleep near you and spend all their time hiding under your bed or in their crate. The bond between you and your dog has been severed, possibly forever. So, what went wrong? In today's video, we're going to take a look at 21 mistakes that otherwise well-meaning dog owners make, which can cause their dog significant emotional distress. These seemingly harmless actions, things you might think are helping your pup, can actually cause deep emotional pain and strain the bond between you and your furry friend. You don't want to miss this, because these mistakes might be the reason you and your dog are drifting apart. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos that can help you better understand and care for your dog. Mistake number 1. Using dog perfumes and shampoos. We all love a fresh, clean dog, right? You may even go the extra mile and buy them some cute-smelling doggy perfume or shampoo. But here's the thing. What smells pleasant to us might be a nightmare for them. Dogs have a sense of smell 10,000 times more powerful than ours. While that new rose-scented dog shampoo might smell delightful to you, it's overwhelming to your dog. Imagine walking into a room and being hit with a fragrance so intense you can't escape it, no matter how pleasant it is. For your dog, those strong scents can be distressing, causing confusion, discomfort, and even anxiety. So next time you reach for that bottle of dog cologne, think twice. Instead, focus on natural, unscented grooming options to keep your dog clean and happy without bombarding their sensitive nose. After all, they don't need to smell like a flower to be loved. Mistake number 2. Punishing without understanding the cause. Do you ever catch your dog digging up the yard or chewing on your favorite shoes and feel the urge to scold them? It's easy to assume that they're misbehaving on purpose. But here's the thing. Punishing your dog without understanding why they're acting this way can actually make things worse. Dogs dig, chew, and act out for a reason. Maybe they're stressed, anxious, bored, or simply following instincts. For example, digging can be a sign of separation anxiety or boredom, not a conscious effort to ruin your garden. Punishing them for this behavior without addressing the root cause doesn't fix the issue. It just confuses and stresses them out. Instead of punishing, try to understand why your dog is doing it. Are they anxious? Do they need more mental stimulation or exercise? Providing outlets like interactive toys, a consistent routine, or extra attention will help your dog feel secure and calm, making unwanted behaviors less likely. Remember, your dog isn't misbehaving just to frustrate you. They need your guidance and understanding to navigate the world around them. Mistake number 3. Saying it's okay. You know the moment. Your dog is scared, anxious, or stressed, and you immediately try to calm them with a gentle "it's okay." It's natural for us as pet owners to want to comfort our dogs, but here's the kicker. Your dog has no idea what "it's okay" means. Dogs don't speak English or any language for that matter, and words don't have the same calming effect on them as they do on us. In fact, using the phrase "it's okay" too frequently in stressful situations can actually increase your dog's anxiety. Why? Over time, your dog might begin to associate "it's okay" with tense or anxious moments, causing them to feel even more worried whenever they hear it. So, next time your dog is scared or stressed, try offering comfort through your actions. Gentle petting, a soothing tone, or providing a safe space rather than relying on words alone. Dogs read our energy more than our language, so showing them calmness will speak volumes. Mistake number 4. Not hiding your anxiety. Dogs are incredibly sensitive creatures, and their ability to pick up on human emotions is nothing short of remarkable. If you're anxious, your dog will feel it too. It's like they have an emotional radar. When you're nervous or stressed, your dog can sense that through your body language, your tone of voice, and even your scent. And just like that, your own anxiety transfers to them, causing your dog to become anxious as well. This is especially true in tense situations like trips to the vet or during a storm. To protect your dog's emotional well-being, it's important to stay as calm as possible in stressful situations. If you're feeling anxious, try taking a few deep breaths, staying steady in your movements, and maintaining a reassuring tone. When you're calm, Your dog will feel more secure too. Mistake number 5. Ignoring firework fears. We all love a good fireworks show, right? The colorful bursts in the sky, the loud booms, and the festive atmosphere. But for your dog, fireworks are terrifying. Did you know that a dog's hearing is up to 4 times more sensitive than ours? Imagine how a loud explosion must feel to them. It's like a sonic boom right in their ears. This intense noise, combined with the flashing lights, can leave your dog shaking with fear. And unfortunately, dogs don't understand that fireworks are harmless. They just perceive them as an overwhelming threat. If you know a fireworks display is coming up, take proactive steps to keep your dog comfortable. Create a calm, safe space in your home away from the noise, preferably in the middle of the house where the sound won't be as strong. You can also try playing calming music or using anxiety wraps that help comfort dogs during stressful times. Fireworks may be fun for us, but for dogs, it's an ordeal. So let's make sure we're doing everything we can to keep them feeling safe and loved. Mistake number 6. Hugging your dog. We all know the joy of giving a big, warm hug to someone we love, but for dogs, that tight embrace isn't quite the same. In fact, hugging can make many dogs feel trapped and anxious. Why? Dogs don't have the same social context for hugging that we do. They don't see it as a loving gesture, but more as a form of restraint. When you hug your dog, especially tightly or without warning, they may feel pinned down and helpless, which can cause discomfort or even fear. Dogs prefer to be approached on their own terms. And while a close bond might allow some dogs to tolerate a hug, it's unlikely they'll ever enjoy it. So next time, try a gentle pat or scratch behind the ears instead. You'll still show your love, but in a way that respects your dog's boundaries. Mistake number 7. Overcrowded dog parks. Dog parks can be a lot of fun, but they can also be a nightmare for your dog if they're overcrowded. Imagine being surrounded by a bunch of dogs you don't know, each with their own energy and scent. It's overstimulating and overwhelming. Not all dogs thrive in crowded environments. In fact, some may feel anxious, stressed, or even scared in the chaos of a packed dog park. These emotions can lead to negative interactions, including fights or fearful behaviors. If you're heading to the park, try to pick times when it's quieter, or consider visiting a dog park with more space and fewer dogs. Your dog will appreciate the calmer atmosphere and enjoy the outing much more. Mistake number 8. Using laser pointers. Laser pointers may seem like a fun way to play with your dog, but did you know that they can actually cause anxiety and obsessive behaviors? Dogs are natural chasers, and the excitement of trying to catch that elusive red that might seem like a harmless game, but when they can never actually catch it, it leads to frustration and confusion. For some dogs, this constant, unattainable chase can trigger obsessive behaviors, even developing into canine compulsive disorder, OCD, over time. The never-ending pursuit without resolution can be mentally exhausting for your pup. So, instead of using a laser pointer, try a toy they can actually catch. A game of fetch or tug-of-war can satisfy their hunting instincts in a healthy, stress-free way. Mistake number 9. Pushing away affectionate dogs. When your dog licks your face or snuggles up to you, your first instinct might be to push them away or tell them to stop. After all, some dogs can get a little too affectionate, right? But here's the thing. Pushing your dog away can hurt your bond with them. When a dog expresses affection, whether it's through licking, cuddling, or simply sitting close to you, they are showing love and trust. Rejecting that affection can confuse them and make them feel unwanted. Over time, your dog might begin to believe that their love isn't accepted, leading to emotional distress and even anxiety. So, the next time your dog gives you a big, slobbery kiss or plops down on your lap, embrace the moment. Even if it's not your favorite thing, it's a small act of love that reinforces your bond. Mistake number 10. Yelling at your dog. Yelling is something we all do in moments of frustration, but it's important to remember that dogs don't respond to yelling the way humans do. In fact, yelling at your dog only increases their anxiety and worsens the behavior you're trying to correct. When you shout, your dog doesn't understand the words you're saying. They only feel the intensity of your emotion. If your dog is acting out of fear, confusion, or excitement, Raising your voice can make them more anxious or even more likely to misbehave. It's like you're adding fuel to the fire. Instead of yelling, try calmly redirecting your dog's behavior, using positive reinforcement when they do something right. Your dog will feel more secure and be more likely to listen to you in the future. Mistake number 11. Petting your dog while they're sleeping. Imagine you're peacefully asleep, and suddenly someone grabs you, startled, disoriented, and maybe even frightened. That's how your dog feels when they're abruptly woken up, especially if they have a history of trauma. This is known as the sleep startle response, and it can lead to an aggressive reaction like biting. Dogs, like us, need their rest, and waking them suddenly can trigger stress and fear. It's important to let your dog wake up on their own terms, without the jarring touch or unexpected noise. If your dog is sleeping, let them enjoy their rest undisturbed. When they wake up naturally, they'll be much more relaxed and less likely to react defensively. Mistake number 12. Forcing eye contact. Eye contact is a powerful tool for connection between humans and dogs. However, forcing eye contact with your dog can be perceived as a threat. While we may look at our dogs to communicate affection or to show we're paying attention, dogs see prolonged or forced eye contact as an act of dominance or aggression. When you stare directly into your dog's eyes, especially if it's done suddenly or forcefully, it can make them uncomfortable and uneasy. Instead, try to allow your dog to make eye contact naturally. If they look away, don't push it. Respect their boundaries and communicate with gentle gestures. Your dog will appreciate the understanding and feel more at ease around you. Mistake number 13. Using the crate as punishment. A crate should be a safe haven, not a place of punishment. Unfortunately, many dog owners make the mistake of using the crate as a form of discipline, sending their dog there when they misbehave. This association of the crate with negativity can lead to anxiety, fear, and stress every time your dog is asked to enter it. Your dog should view their crate as a cozy den, a place where they feel comfortable and secure. If they associate the crate with punishment, they might resist going in even when they need rest or quiet time. Instead, make the crate a positive experience with treats, toys, and praise when they enter voluntarily. Mistake number 14. Rushing walks. We know walks are an important part of a dog's exercise routine, but they're not just about physical activity. They're also about mental stimulation. When you rush your dog through their walk, you're robbing them of the opportunity to explore, sniff, and take in their surroundings. Dogs experience the world primarily through their sense of smell, and every tree, bush, and blade of grass offers a new piece of information to them. Rushing through walks can lead to boredom, frustration, and even anxiety in your dog. Instead of treating walks like a race, let your dog enjoy their time outside. Allow them to explore at their own pace, giving them the chance to exercise both their bodies and their minds. Mistake number 15. Teasing with a ball. We've all done it, the excitement of playing fetch, and just as your dog is about to catch the ball, you hold it back for a moment, only to toss it again. But here's the problem. Teasing with the ball can create confusion and frustration for your dog. When you don't follow through with the motion they're expecting, it can leave your dog feeling betrayed and unsure of your intentions. Over time, this can lead to broken trust, where your dog no longer sees the game as fun. Dogs thrive on predictability, so if you want to keep your dog's trust intact, make sure you let them catch the ball when they're in the middle of the chase. Mistake number 16. Crouching when approaching your dog. Imagine you're walking through a park, and suddenly a person crouches down and stares at you. It can feel unnerving and even threatening, right? Well, for dogs, this is exactly how they interpret the action of a person crouching towards them. This position resembles that of a predator ready to pounce, triggering their natural fear response. Instead of crouching down in an attempt to seem less intimidating, it's better to approach your dog calmly while standing upright. This posture conveys safety and non-aggression, which helps your dog feel more relaxed and secure. Let your dog come to you, allowing them to approach at their own pace. The more you respect their space, the stronger your bond will become. Mistake number 17. Forcing your dog to interact with guests or strangers. Dogs are territorial creatures, and forcing interactions with unfamiliar people or dogs can cause them a lot of stress and anxiety. Imagine being forced to meet a stranger you don't trust, or being suddenly introduced to a loud crowd. Not fun, right? Well, your dog feels the same. It's essential to give your dog time to adjust and approach new people or animals at their own pace. Gradual introductions and using positive reinforcement when they behave calmly will help your dog feel more at ease. Never force interactions. Instead, make sure the experience is positive and low stress for your dog. Mistake number 18. Failing to reward good behavior. Think of how good it feels when someone notices your hard work and gives you a compliment or reward. Well, your dog feels the same way when they perform a desired behavior and receive praise or treats in return. Without rewards, your dog may lose motivation to repeat good behavior, leading to confusion and disengagement. Always make sure to reward your dog for following commands, behaving well, or completing tasks. Whether it's with a tasty treat, a favorite toy, or just a gentle pet and praise, consistency is key. Positive reinforcement builds trust and helps your dog understand what you want. Mistake number 19. Tail docking and ear cropping. Tail docking and ear cropping, often performed for cosmetic reasons, can cause significant physical and emotional pain for your dog. These procedures are not just about appearance. They affect a dog's ability to communicate effectively with others. The tail is crucial for signaling emotions, and the ears play a vital role in their ability to listen and interpret sounds. Beyond the physical pain, the emotional impact can be profound. It can confuse a dog's communication signals and even damage their social interactions. Always consider the ethical implications of these practices and remember, dogs rely on their tails and ears to express themselves. Keep their natural features intact for their well-being. Mistake number 20. Inconsistent routines. Dogs thrive on routine. They love knowing what to expect and when. Sudden changes in your daily schedule, such as inconsistent feeding times or coming home later than usual, can lead to stress and anxiety for your dog. Imagine how unsettling it must be to be unsure of when your next meal will be or when your owner will return. This can lead to behavioral problems, such as excessive barking or destructive behavior. To keep your dog feeling secure and calm, try to stick to a consistent routine. This helps them feel safe, knowing that the world around them is predictable and reliable. Mistake number 21. Petting your dog's tail. It may seem harmless, but petting your dog's tail can actually be quite painful for them. A dog's tail is a sensitive part of their body, and it's connected directly to their spine, meaning that pulling or pressing on it can cause physical pain and even potentially damage their nervous system. Dogs use their tails for communication, whether it's wagging to show happiness or tucking it to express fear. If you want to avoid causing discomfort or confusion, never tug or pet their tail aggressively. Instead, focus on petting areas that are generally more comfortable, such as their back or shoulders. Always be mindful of their body language and respect their space to keep your bond strong and positive. Building a strong, lasting bond with your dog starts with truly understanding and respecting their emotional needs. Every dog is unique, and the way they react to certain actions is an important clue into how they're feeling. Whether it's avoiding actions that might cause anxiety or ensuring their comfort in everyday situations, taking the time to listen to your dog's body language and emotional cues can make all the difference. Before doing anything with your dog, always ask yourself, how will this affect their mental well-being? Are you respecting their personal space and boundaries? Understanding your dog's behavior is key to preventing unintentional harm to your relationship, and in the long run, it will make your bond even stronger. So, remember, think twice before taking action and consider the feelings of your dog in every situation. The more you invest in understanding them, the more love and trust will grow between you two. If you're curious about other ways you might be unknowingly upsetting your dog, make sure to check out our video on why you should think twice before petting your dog's head. This simple action might be causing more harm than you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips to keep your furry friend happy and healthy.